Okay, hi, this is Dr. Monocle. I play solo top for Mumble Cabal, and with me I have...
The drunken asshole jungler who is drunk. This is Machiavelli. This is immediately post game, so I'm still drunk, and I'd like to apologize up front for all my shit talking. I really meant no harm with it. I was having fun. And
Yeah.
I'm also here with we're here with what's his name?
Yo, dude, this is Jacob, aka stupid baby name. What's up, bro? Support.
Best introduction ever?
Probably. Alright, well look. As we're all setting up, I'm gonna just immediately say a few things. Yo, Kate, you gotta fix your masteries, baby. Like, those AP seals, man, what is that? You know, armor is universal. Armor seals go with everything. Just take those. They cost the same, maybe cheaper, and they're so much better. Look, I think if you go to solo mid or like mobile fire even, you'll see some really good guides for rune setups. At first it seems really confusing, but in time you'll understand it. But just I looked at your mastery pages on LoL King, and they just don't make sense. Straight AP and then one with 20 AD and 10 AP. You're not getting the most as you can out of your fucking out of your runes, rather, not masteries. Although you also the full 30 offense tree masteries are also a bit questionable. You're gonna want to go 2190 or 2109. So those are a few thoughts off the top of my head. The rest of you guys need to just hit 30 and get some real pages sorted. And that, right off the bat, you're gonna have a hard time competing with experienced teams at your level. So there's a few things I noticed. All right, we're at 151. I think my thing isn't working because nothing's happening on my screen.
Okay, well, we're at 150, and they're trying to get our blue at this moment, and we're getting theirs. And I believe we end up stopping them.
Is it working?
Mine's not working right.
I just restarted. I'll tell you what time we're at when you get there. Yeah, right there, Anivia took a definite just unnecessary tower hit, and then was still under the tower when she turned into egg, so that just instantly killed her. And we actually did a lane swap here, so we sent the solo top, which is me, bot lane against the support and AD carry, and what you kind of, I mean, you switch your support to the top lane, but that just means it's a 1v1 for me, and Garen's going to have a hard enough time farming anyway, so you either want to try swapping both of them for Garen, or just keeping them there and pushing as fast as possible, trying to take our tower, because that's what we're trying to do to you up top.
And honestly, I think that I see people who don't know how to handle lane swap react this way a lot of the time, where they send the support top. It's just not a good plan. I mean, the reason you have a top lane champ is the fact that they can escape in that lane by themselves, and that they have the tankiness to sort of get out of ganks and to sort of survive up in the long lane by themselves. When you send the support up there, they're not doing what they need to do up there to start, and it really weakens your AD carry. So I didn't capitalize on it too much. I think I did a bit in the mid game, but had I really been vicious, I could have just kept coming down there, and Kate would have just died repeatedly. Also, what time are you on now, Monocle?
4 minutes, exactly.
Alright, here we go. So I think I'm at 409 right now.
There's a baby name just taking unnecessary tower hits.
Whoa, that was
whoa, that was definitely you just walking underneath the tower.
glitch.
Okay, we'll blame that on a glitch. Yeah, for sure. He walked under the tower. But, yeah. You all caught up?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm at 440 right now. I'm just watching it. I mean, yeah, you just see it. That Lux doesn't give the kind of lane control you need, especially against Zyra, who is such a strong lane control support. And you see Caitlyn almost dying here, but it doesn't give the lane control you need to let Garen farm against someone with such range like Trist. The only person who can stand up to that is Kate, and the issue is you only swapped your support, so you really got nothing out of it. It just weakened your position generally.
You can kind of start to tell when... I mean, Cho'Gath has a lot of just good sustain. He kills a minion, boom, his health's like back. It's really dumb. So it's really good for being able to sustain against a situation like that. And yeah, I kind of punish you a couple times for trying to do something to me.
Here I come bot now, and see, I mean, you'll see it here. I don't think we get a kill here, but do we actually? We might get a kill here.
Yeah, we get a kill here.
Yeah, and it's like, because you don't have your support, you've got no snare or slow to stop me, and I can literally just walk in there, and Cho has CC, I got CC. That's an easy kill to just pick up, which I stole hilariously.
Yep, I was gonna get that, and it's whatevs. He's drunk, he gets a kill. I mean, that's just... That's so lucky.
And in my current state, when I land a Q, I feel very proud of it.
Oh, another thing, a major thing is the mid lane. You need to learn how to last hit a little bit better, and how not to get zoned so much. Malik also told us that you want to turn off your, what's it called, smart cast.
Smart casting, yeah. Yeah, I noticed that as well. It was not hard to dodge your Qs, which is sort of the foundation of all of Anivia's aggressive behavior. When we were in the base much later on in the game, it was a very predictable Q. I saw it coming. I just swooped around it. This is a terrible Q on my part here, where I missed my bandage toss entirely. Another thing is, Hecarim, look at these lanes right now, right? You have a Lux who has a great snare top with a Garen who can put damage out in his tanky. You got a Brand mid. So, you know, Brand is not particularly escapey. Lux is a strong snare. They're both pushed way the hell out. Bot lane is really fairly even. That would not have been a great lane to gank, but you could have made some serious moves in mid and top. So here you go, right here. We got 718. You make a gank on Brand that translates literally into nothing. And part of the reason that translated into nothing
was just no team coordination there.
Yeah, but another thing is that with Hecarim, especially because the main brunt of your ganking potential is the fact that you have a speed boost into a displace. You want to come from behind them always. You came from him at the side. That doesn't make it easier for Anivia because she needs to land her Q, and her Qs land best vertically. Here we had your blue warded, so you just sort of died. There wasn't much you could do about that. Boom, done. But you want to come from behind, so you want to go like with ganking with Hecarim when you can come from Tri-Brush, or you could come from ramp, you know, from your blue side to the enemy red side up the ramp. You avoid turret hits, that way you come in from behind them. That puts a much more advantageous position because you're literally going to be knocking Brand towards Anivia. Anivia could Q. I mean, at this point though, right now, you look at Brand has got 60 CS to Anivia 7. That's just straight up unacceptable. That's like... You know, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful or rude way, but that's just really, like, you need to be able to do better than that, even in a losing lane. 7 CS at 9 minutes or 8 minute 40 seconds it's too low, period.
Keep in mind, this is drunk Machiavelli, and he's extremely rude when he's drunk, but he's super nice when he's not.
That's true. And I'm not trying to be rude about it. I'm really not. Like, you know, I don't mean to be a dick about it, but it's just, it's 8 CS in 9 minutes.
Hold on, I gotta ask Jacob, what were you doing by flashing back over the Tri-Bush wall?
Balls mode, dude.
He was going ham as a motherfucker.
Oh my gosh. That was GG right there.
I'm almost out of music, Turbo. This is really upsetting.
Might as well get some more.
I can, man. It's after midnight. All the fucking packies are closed.
And even though Hecarim, we stole your blue and we took our blue, so we denied you blue like all game. I don't think you ever got blue once. But that should have definitely made you want to gank really early. Alright? Yeah. I mean, top lane was pushed all game. All you really had to do was just come from behind or come from Tri-Bush.
In this situation as well, I mean, that was bad luck. I'm a really strong counter ganker. You know, I really like to be there when the gank goes out to be like, oh, no, you're not actually going to gank. But You got to be careful with that. You know that's gonna happen, and it gets rough, especially against someone like a Mumu, because that control is ridiculous. Oh, God, for throwing. There's way too much tequila in this. Oh, that's just really gross.
Yes, because this is kid friendly.
Are these guys
13.
I don't actually know. I think one of them said they were in 9th grade. I don't really remember. Do you die here again, Jacob?
Yeah, he
Don't
does.
do drugs.
We pick up a kill.
Words of inspiration by Stupid Baby Name. You can buy his legendary book at any Barnes & Nobles in the southwest region of Ohio.
I don't do drugs either. I just drink a lot. That's just my vice. So let's see. What can we do better? Again, Hecarim, like, you need to be really, like, look at this. This is Bran literally under turret. You know, taking turret shots. You should have been there 5 minutes ago. You know, and it's just, it's you gotta be there for that. Like, this is, like, such a gankable lane right here.
I mean, he doesn't have any wards.
Yeah, look where you sort of come from with it, and now he pulls out, but instead of clearing wards, you should have just gone right up that ramp, come from behind, let Nivea land a Q, and just try and clean this up. Because at this situation, the middle lane is tragic right now. This is 90 CS to 8 CS. I mean,
I've got to actually say, I don't think they're using any kind of, like, voice communication, because there doesn't seem to be a whole lot of, like, major plays happening.
and look, here we go. Nivea dies again. Hecarim's at race, man. You just gotta put that presence. You gotta, if that pressure is happening, you gotta relieve that. You can't be sitting in the jungle.
And
You know, your lanes need you.
And being behind as Hecarim this early, you should have maybe not gone for early oracles.
Yeah. I know that, like, obviously my warding of blue made that very tempting, but, like, you are way behind at this point, brother. You know, I've got maybe... I'm 12 CS short of you, granted, but I've also got 2 kills and assists at this point. And you've got double cloth armor. I'm not even sure, like, what that build is you're making there, man. Like, mana crystal, pot, double cloth armor. What are you fighting with that? Alright, that's it. Just to clean up on Kate. There's nothing Kate could really do there. That's the thing. Kate's by herself bot lane. Show. When I come into town...
I'm too tanky. I can sit behind the tower and just farm all day.
Yeah.
And eventually I get to the point where well, we'll talk about it later.
But, like, when Cho's got so much CC, and when I come to town, I got a ton of CC, you know, that just doesn't pan out well. Alright, so I think Triss gets ganked here. I'm not sure if it's successful.
You need to maybe think of a little bit more of a disengaged team for a team like ours. Like, a Janna pick would have been a lot better than a Lux pick.
Yeah. I mean, Lux Kate isn't a bad combo, but you really toss any synergies you had out the window when you put Lex top. Lux Garen does nothing, especially against Trist. Oh my god, there's so much fucking tequila in this. I need to pour some orange juice.
It's not that OJ.
Jacob, what's your thoughts on, just life?
I'm not really watching the game.
I know, but what's your thoughts on life, liberty, and the universe? What is the secret
What's the
to
secret?
life? What is the answer? The ultimate answer?
What do you mean?
The answer to life. The answer to the universe. The answer to the question that we all want to know.
That Garen there that I just saw, where he actually flashed past Cyrus snare. He seemed to hesitate though a second later. That was a bit weird.
No, don't hesitate. Ball. What is it?
He did force Trist out, which is nice. And yeah, it's really, I think, one of the big things you had to deal with as a disadvantage, which is straight up the fact that you ran a Lux Garen lane. Like, that's never going to pan out well for you.
Going hot.
And Caitlyn's died 3 times here. And look, she has great CS. Well, not great, but she's got fairly good CS. You know, she's only 13
She has the highest.
Trist. You know, it's like, look at Garen's CS. Garen's got 18 with the support. Clearly, that's not panning out for you. Meanwhile, Kate does have 78, but she's died 3 times because she can't escape on her own, you know? Like, I'm sitting here mid. If I had... Oh, this is really annoying. Mia wasn't called on top here, so you're going to see the kill on me where I dive and then die. So I land this great Q. Here, we don't have any ward coverage, and so you guys are sort of around. Then I come out. I land this disgusting Q into an ult, and then there's your team to just sort of murder me.
I mean, really, all of the, it was a good play on your guys' part,
Yeah.
but, we were kind of playing soft because it was kind of over at this point. I mean, you made you made too many mistakes to be able to catch up.
Well, I mean, it is, you know, we are 9K ahead. We're basically 100%, we're like, you know, 90% of their gold. 190%, I guess, is what you would say it.
Wait, well, I mean, just looking at the team comps, ours was a lot better. We got more ahead. It was kind of over by this point.
I don't know why this Hecarim here goes in on, like, that was sort of a suicide with an Oracle's. You know, at that point, it was like, there's clearly not the support you need there.
Yeah, Hecarim, you were man-moding too many situations that you shouldn't have, and not enough situations that you should have been man-moding. Yeah. And that wall was just weird.
He was going in hot.
Bro. I think you need to, yeah, turn off the smart casting.
I think that, another thing is, I mean, the biggest thing I think I'm noticing so far is just straight up that Anivia and Garen need to learn how to farm in a high-pressure lane, you know? I mean, Garen's got 3 kills, which lets him stay in it. But, like, you look at the 21 and 29 CS, and, like, under turret, you know, you could do better than that. At 17 minutes... Just straight up, you can do better than that. That's 15 minutes. We're talking about 20. That's about it's a little 1.5 CS per minute, maybe.
Best thing you could have done is to just work on all this. Is to hit level 30. Just keep playing with people. Play draft. That's like the closest thing to practice.
Yeah.
Alright, if even blind, just work on your CSing, work on grouping together, just get familiar with some of the champions, because it doesn't seem like you're that familiar with some of us, like the Zyra.
Looking at your current condition, like, you know, I did a tournament basically with a team that was like yours. We had a couple level 30s, mostly level 28, 29, and, you know, we were kicking the crap out of random pickup shit. But like, you know, it's like, and we went into one of these tournaments. We went to Gold for LOL, and we went against a team that was full 1600 elo, and they were like sponsored and some stupid stuff. They ended up second in the tournament, but they just kicked the shit out of us tremendously. It was brutal. It was like a terrible thing to see. And, you know, so I wouldn't be discouraged by this loss. You know what I mean? A lot of what you learn to get better just comes from playing the game more. And learning sort of to prioritize. Because one of the biggest things with this game, this was a stupid play. I really wanted Abe to kind of turn on him. And after Garen disengaged, Abe kept running back. And that was a bit of a waste. But I think one of the biggest things you learn is how to break your bad habits, because a lot of what it takes to play this game really well requires you not doing things that feel instinctive, you know, like at first. Like chasing kills and sort of focusing on harassing and all this stuff. And like the stuff that feels like lame and like, oh, this isn't what I should be focusing on is often what's best to focus on. Oh my god.
Okay, so, you know, so I don't have to do a bunch of editing after this with like trying to find highlights for this game, because there aren't a whole lot. Let's just go over like the top 3 things their team should learn. I mean, there's only a couple things we kind of messed up on, like Josh fed or Malink fed and Zyra fed, and we had a dick of a jungler. But what do you think? What do you? What do you?
Just real quick, I apologize for talking that much shit. I was just drunk and having fun. I really didn't mean anything bad by it. You know, we all have to learn at some point.
Yeah, we were all this bad at some point. Of course, you know, I wasn't, but
He's just too
I'm
insecure
too
than he
awesome.
was.
I'm too awesome, so.
He was too insecure. He's just too insecure than he was.
I mean, hey, our Zyra, stupid baby, he's still that bad. Or he's still that new to the game. Not really, but.
I think the biggest things is, first of all, you guys started with just, like, I looked at some of your masteries and runes, and they made no sense. And I think that really doing some research, understanding why certain things are done is going to make a huge difference for you, because you really do feel the effect of masteries and runes, especially in the early game, but through the whole game. You know, they have a pretty big impact.
Okay, that's number 1. Runes masteries. I'll learn them. Number 2, let's get Jacob to do one. Come on, boy.
I would say CS. Just learn how to hit under tower. Like, you can just go through, like, a lot of games where you just, like, focus on CS and not so much killing. You might not win a whole lot, but it'll help you out your game out a lot.
Number 2, learning how to CS a little bit better. Number 3, hit level 30.
Well, that's
that's gonna be mine.
And masters too. I think we can
Yeah.
do better.
Okay. I got a better level. I got a better number 3. Number 3. There's this great group out there called Low Elo. It's a good community. You should check them out and listen to their podcasts. They talk a lot about this kind of stuff for people who are new, for people who want to like get into this kind of gameplay with the teams and whatnot. I listen to them all the time. They're great guys.
Real quick, we just see a Q go out from Anivia. That was an incredibly predictable Q. You know, I mean, and I'm not saying it with any disrespect, but it's just, you can see how easy that was for AD carry to
maybe next time stand behind the wall. Try to do it behind the wall so we couldn't. Well, we had mini. I mean, there really wasn't much. I don't know. It's over at this point. It was a little annoying that Abe did not go in right here. Or earlier because it got me killed.
Here we go. See, like, chasing here when you're this far behind is foolish. I mean, like, I have that control. You guys didn't know where I was. You didn't have the ward coverage, to be sure.
You guys were chasing them mid so long. I was able to just constantly auto-attack that inhib. For, like, the longest time. You should not have let me do that.
I know the kill was tempting because I was super low, but Zyra has a ridiculous amount of control. And, like, trying to chase the Zyra is already a difficult proposition. And then, you know, and then when you chase the Trish is huge. And you know Trish is huge. She's got that damage. She's been chunking you guys out. Just, like, if there's a chance that I come out of the woodwork or even Zyra comes out of the woodwork, especially someone tanky with a lot of control like Mumu, that combination is just, even 3 versus 2 at this point, it's going to blow you up terribly.
So we got number 1, Runes Masteries, and hit level 30, so you have a full page. Well, actually, let's talk about what kind of runes they could buy. Just some standard ones. Armor is the best. Seals have the best armor.
Yeah.
Glyphs have the best magic resist.
Yeah, I think that really universal seals, you can go health per level as well, but health per level or flat armor are really great choices on your yellows. For your blues, you know, I wouldn't mess with flat APs. If you want to go AP on your blue, you go AP per level. Otherwise, just go MR per level or flat MR. Those are both really strong choices. Quints, flat AP, flat AD, move speed's fairly universal. These are all very strong quints to own.
Josh is so lucky I saved him from this.
And then he dies there anyway though, because he's being dumb.
Oh yeah, he gets auto-attacked.
Yeah.
But it was GG.
The game was over at that point. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, and there are a few other things you're going to learn in time. A lot of the stuff that we're talking about is literally stuff that you're not going to get until you play a lot more games. And I know you're listening to the jungler with 200 wins. That doesn't make any sense. But I have an EU West account with 400 wins. I moved to the US recently.
And I have like 6 other accounts, so I probably have a total of 1,000 wins.
But so, I mean, a lot of stuff you're not going to learn, but things you want to focus on, runes and masteries, get those set up right. CSing, especially under turret. If you're going to go against real high-level play, you know, there's going to be a lot of pressure. And if you get pushed under turret, which is not unusual, I get pushed under turret sometimes, we all do. You got to know how to be able to farm under it. A great kind of rule of thumb for, like, basic level AD scales is for the normal minions, the little, like, warrior ones, 2 hits from the turret, then you auto-attack, and you'll get the kill. With the caster ones, they're a little trickier. You want to auto-attack once, wait for the turret to hit it, and then hit it again. And then you'll get the kill. So it's not always easy, and it also depends on just the mood of your turret. But, you know, you can do better than 1.5 CS per minute, just straight up. Like, that's too low.
Okay,
you
yeah,
know?
let's kind of cut it. I don't feel like editing very much of this. So,
You don't have to edit much. But anyway, it was good playing with you guys, and I hope I didn't come off as too much of a dick. I have been drinking. But I love you all dearly.
I'm Dr. Monaco. I'm solo top for Mumble Cabal. We got Mac, Avali, Jungler. Say bye.
Drunken Jungler saying bye.
And just stupid baby name. I mean, he kind of speaks for himself. So
Keep it real.
and there you go. Best exit possible. The GG was
Have a good
fun.
night.